Monday. Let's get right to our breaking news. We've been following this since about 4 p.m. Here's the good news. All forward progress has been stopped and evacuation orders have been lifted. We're talking about 50 acres have been burned, though. At one point, the flames right up against a neighborhood. Much better now. Let's take a live look from our Sky Ranger. This is called the Vista Grande Fire. Even better news, no homes and no injuries reported, but you can see down below. Again, this is in Fairfield. You can see down below. The homes haven't been damaged by flames, but you can see the retardant there from the water drops by various agencies in the last couple of hours. Now, plenty of people were evacuated on Skyview Circle, Palmer Circle, and Bear Creek Drive, along with Cherry Valley Circle. But they can now return to their homes, these flames fanned by some strong winds. Our chief meteorologist, Jeff Ranieri, standing by, tracking the conditions. But first, let's go right to the ground level. Let's bring in NBC's Pete Zeratos in Fairfield for us. And Pete, this was an aggressive firefight and appears to have paid off.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to stop forward progress on it, Raj. And we're just getting here to Fairfield. And behind me is the command post for the Vista Grande Fire. And as you mentioned, they were able to stop forward progress on this fire at 62 acres. And they're also confirming that those evacuation orders have been lifted. Now, as far as the details on this fire, they're saying that they got the call around 3:30 p.m. about a fire not too far from where we're standing near Vista Grande and Capitola Way. Now, they did say those evacuations were put in place because that fire was threatening structures, homes in that area. Now, additional resources were called in, as you can see from some of the video that we're showing. They got those resources from outside of the area, and that included CAL FIRE, where Fairfield Fire says they were instrumental in providing those airdrops to help contain the fire and, of course, stop forward progress at 62 acres not too long ago. So they're able to do that, and most importantly, Raj, no structures were impacted. But, of course, with these windy conditions, we can expect crews to be here through the night, and, of course, we'll provide any new details as they come in.
And Pete, it looks like just from the chopper point of view that things were mitigated pretty well. It doesn't look like there was too much growth in that area behind all those homes.
Yeah, and they said a big factor in that was that they were able to call in those additional resources, specifically CAL FIRE. They said that they had a number of airdrops dropping that air retardant in that area to help contain that fire, which, as you can see, a lot of fuel there for that fire. So that is a good news that they're able to stop that forward progress on it.
Yeah, once again, we'll take a live look from our NBC Bay Area Sky Ranger over Fairfield. All that dark char right there, as Pete was saying, about a little more than 60 acres burned. But at one point, we bring in Jeff Ranieri, our chief meteorologist. Jeff, we were here the last couple hours seeing how close it came to those backyards, and these people coming home now must be really thankful and fortunate here.
Yeah, so frightening, for anyone that was home. Those flames were just quickly racing there throughout that higher elevation and that very tough terrain that can be extremely troublesome to fight fires in. But with those quick airdrops, again, making progress with this fire that happened on the north and west side of Fairfield. There's Interstate 80. Right now we're seeing sustained winds at 19 miles per hour. We could get some gusts tonight up to about 30. Humidity fairly high at 53% and a cool 70. Tomorrow pretty much the same, 78. Winds around 25 to 30. So as we move you in closer, we showed you those aerial views. Well, look at this map view and you'll see the fire here, and look at how it's surrounded by this densely populated neighborhood, and then really putting the stop from the fire spreading in this direction towards Pine Valley Drive, also Rock Ridge Drive, Solano Foothill Drive. Again, keeping it away from that highly populated zone here through the mountains. So good news on that front. You'll see the winds right now, top gusts here in Fairfield coming out of the south at 23. Greater Bay Area, we're not expecting any kind of strong winds tonight or tomorrow, although we still could see the wind pop here in Concord up to about 23. Gustiest in Fairfield 29. And for tomorrow morning, generally calm throughout the Bay Area. Concord's the only spot up to about 22, and Fairfield 22 as well. I'll take closer looks at that forecast throughout this week and what we're seeing in terms of those temperatures. I'll be back later on in the show with that.
Okay, good information. Thank you, Jeff. We're also